Welcome to another episode of Dad Can We Talk. I'm your host, Anthony Ray, and this is episode 43 of Dad Can We Talk. Y'all listen, man. Today, I got a treat for y'all. A treat for myself, honestly, man. I've been waiting to get with this dude right here for so long, man. He was actually, I don't even know if he remember, back in 2018, he was supposed to come sit down with me when I was at the radio station. And we ended up having to cancel, but Most High had something, he had a little something that he needed my brother to go through, a few more things, you know. He had, he was just still building his story, man. So we here today, man, in 2021. And I can't tell y'all, man, how much I appreciate this brother right here, man, and everything that he is to our community, everything that he's been through, the encouragement that he's been to so many people. He's just, I would say that he's definitely someone that's making some major noise around here, man, because of what he just been through. And I take it as an honor, man, to be in this man's presence today and to have him come bless these mics. But without further ado, man, I want y'all to welcome to the show my man Julius Irving. Even his name just famous. J. Irv, baby. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. I just want to say thank you for having me on. It's my pleasure. I've been wanting to get on here for a long time, bro.
Yeah.
Like we were talking before this, I was telling you I appreciate what you're doing and how I feel like you like a trendsetter, a pioneer. You know, you was ahead of the curve when it comes to putting things out there, showing the narrative that need to be seen. So I'm just forever grateful and thankful, bro. I appreciate you.
For sure, man. Definitely appreciate that, man. And you know, for men like you, that's what Dad Can We Talk is about, man. For people with your type of story, you know, things that you going through, things that you've been through. You know, I just always wanted to give you the opportunity, man, to be able to change that narrative, because we all know the narrative that goes around about black fatherhood. We just here to disprove that. And that's what we going to continue to do. So y'all know how we get down on Dad Can We Talk, man. We're going to go ahead and get into it. But my first question that I like to ask, my first question is always, what's your relationship like with your dad?
My relationship with my dad was amazing. You know, he one of the greatest dudes I ever had the pleasure of knowing. It's this thing where people say they rather quality over quantity. So me and my dad didn't have a lot of time together, but it was always quality time. So, you know, I take that quality over quantity of this BS. So he a big reason why I am today. You know, unfortunately, I lost my dad. I won trial February 11th. My dad died February 12th. You know, nonetheless, though, he gone physically, but he left his virtue. I feel like I got stronger when he passed.
That's real.
But yeah, I love my daddy, though. I love my daddy.
That's real.
Yeah.
And I always say, man, like, I love to hear, you know, those stories of black men that did grow up with their dad and had relationships with their dad, because, you know, we always hear about the ones like me that didn't really grow up with our dad like that.
Yeah.
But I like to hear it from the other side, you know, the men that really did, because it helps me and other people to see that, you know, not just in our time, you know, there's always been good dads out there. You know, there's always been dads that care about their children.
That's real, bro.
That's real, man. So, as with the relationship that you had with your dad, and you know, as much appreciation as you have for him and everything that he did for you and everything that he taught you, you know, how does that affect, you know, the way that you raise your own children today?
I'm gonna be honest, right? What my dad did worked for me, but I understand that it wouldn't work for my kids.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of the things I learned from my dad, it was like, I'm gonna do some of the opposites of what he did.
Yeah.
You know, so I take a totally different approach to parenting than what I was raised with.
Yeah.
But some of the lessons that I learned, I carry over and try to teach those lessons, but through a different teaching method. You know, and I encourage true expression. Some of the things that we as parents do,
Yeah.
we hand down our fears, we hand down our limitations because we scared of it. We teach our kids to be scared of it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
That's
saying? I'm scared of spiders, so if I see my daughter going to kill a spider, I'm like, no, don't do it, because I'm scared of it. But she not though. She not though.
Yeah.
And me being that scared to put that fear in her when it wasn't naturally there.
Yeah.
So, you know, I want my kids to be original human beings, not a carbon copy of me, but just a true expression you was birthed to be. And the way to do that, though, is just allow them to be them. Like, you know, my youngest daughter, right? I try to treat her like my middle daughter. You know, but it don't work. She like to put her pants legs on. Pants on one pants leg at a time. I make my older daughter put them on. I used to make her put them on at the same time. Not pick them up, but you know, just recognizing those little small preferences that they have, and you know, celebrating them and not making them be like me to fit into my schedule, my mold.
That's real.
So yeah, that's kind of my approach to parenting. Like, let my kids be them. You know, and the only thing I really implement, only thing I really put down like any kind of physical discipline about is lying.
Yeah.
Everything else you can work through.
Yeah.
Just don't
That's
lie
real.
to me because I need to be able to trust you. If somebody come to me lying on you, I need to be able to know what it is. I can trust you to tell me the truth. So, but yeah, that's my approach to parenting, kind of in a nutshell. But we can dig deep in it though.
Yeah, but that's real, and I'm glad you just brought that up, man, because I need some help on that, bro. Because my oldest daughter, she's 7, and lately we've been dealing with her just lying about small stuff. You know, like she'll take something off the counter and we'll be done seen her do it. Then you ask her, "What's that in your hand?" She'll say, "A piece of paper." Like, you ain't got a piece of paper in your hand. What you got in your hand, man? Like, no, I do. And then she'll, after a while, we pry, and then she'll just come out and say, "Oh, okay, then I was lying."
You know.
Like, what you was lying for? And it's like, it just be like the smallest stuff, and I be trying to explain to her, like, I don't understand, like, what you be lying about? Like, why you? And then I think she said one day, she was like, what she say? She was like, well, I'm scared I'm gonna get in trouble. And so it's like, I'm trying to help her, and I think I know where they come from. I think, you know, especially like when she was younger, like I really get on her, be so hard on her when she would do something wrong. And it was like, now I think she's like afraid now, so she like, well, instead of just telling the truth, I'm gonna just lie so I don't get in trouble. And then she still end up getting in trouble. So it's like, man, that thing been hard for me, bro.
Yeah, I feel that, bro. And that's always tough right there, right? But me, I try to counteract that by getting that line situation, nipping the butt as early as possible. My daughter's been started lying a long time ago. I give you an example, right?
Yeah.
I put my cell phone out. Then my daughter would be like, "Daddy, I want you." And gonna lay on me. But what she really want is my cell phone.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's finesse, but at the same time, it's a lotto. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I called it out for what it's worth at the moment without calling it a lie. I just addressed the behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, no, you. I know you love me and want me, but what you really want is my phone, right?
Yeah.
Right? Just tell the truth. Okay, well, say that. Here, you can hold the phone. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
So I kind of celebrate and promote true expression no matter what it costs.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And like, don't be afraid of, you know, I don't know, letting me down. And I try to tell them as much as possible that mistakes gonna happen. You're gonna be wrong. You're gonna have to say I'm sorry. You're gonna offend people. And I do that by apologizing when I'm wrong.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
If I do because I'm human, sometimes I tell little lies too. They just come out because it'd be more convenient than whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they be right there and see and hear it. I address that in front of them, like, hey, listen, y'all, hey, that was wrong. Blah, blah.
That's real.
How I can do it? So, you know, not only do I teach them about communication and, you know, just the importance of the truth, but also I show them and teach them full accountability.
That's
You know
real.
what I'm saying? For all that you do.
That's
You know
real.
what it is. So, yeah.
That's real.
Yeah, for sure.
And how many children do you have?
I'm blessed to have 3, bro.
3.
All
And
girls.
All girls.
All girls.
Ooh.
Yes, Lord.
Boy. Yeah, them girls something serious, boy. So how is that, bro? You know, just raising 3 girls, like, they, from my experience, I got 2 girls.
Yeah.
And I got a boy. And, man, my son, that joke off the chain, he be tripping sometimes, but boy, them girls, they just a whole other, that's a different, there's definitely a difference, because like I be seeing with my son, you know, my son more just, he be kind of chilling most of the time, you know, just laid back, and them girls, they really want that attention from you. They really want you. You know, my son, a lot of times, he just be kind of independent. But my girl, they want to be all up under you. They really need that affirmation and that, and I think, you know, I'm learning about love languages with children. You know, like how adults, we have love languages. Yeah. And I started realizing that, you know, children have it too. But them girls, man, they just, boy, they are different, bro. Like, talk about that experience with raising 3 girls.
Okay, that's a great question, bro. You know, okay, so boom, I'm gonna start this right here, right? I watched an interview one time, and it was on Kobe Bryant. I think he was being questioned about the kids or whatever, and the amount of girls he had, and if he wanted a boy. Yeah. And he was like, he a girl dad. Yeah. I'm a girl daddy, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Cause listen though, I did want 12 boys. You feel me? I wanted 12 boys initially because Israel. Yeah, exactly. You called it. You feel me? I appreciate that for knowing why I wanted 12 boys. Yeah. But then when I had a girl though, bro, I ain't gonna flex. I was in South Carolina working in the watermelon field. My baby mama called me from Lake City and was like, she told me it's a girl. And I was like, hold on, be right quick. Let me call you right back. Something going on. I heard her on the phone, like, damn. I was mad though. I wanted that junior, you feel me? But when I actually saw my daughter, you know, for the first time, I was there the whole thing, the whole pregnancy, everything, the whole 9, the birth and everything, bro. But just seeing her for the first time, and even up until the last time I saw her, which was yesterday, she's been a blessing to me, bro. Yeah. And that kind of, like you said, that love and attention they show, bro, is nothing like that, bro. And you know, having them in my life allowed me to be a full man because I got to express the fullness of my love and my human expression. All right. You know, as men, right, we only get to be hard. We got to be hard or funny or something like that, but not like, we don't get to express that kind of love, that level of love. That's real. You know what I'm saying? With our home, we can't love the way we love our daughters and, you know, our children or our ladies or whatever when we got a good one. So I felt complete when they came into my life, bro. Yeah. Yeah, that's real. They raw, and then I pour into them so much, right? I recognize how they just like, girls be like emotionally developed like really fast. And I try to give them all that they ever asked me for, you know. So right now, my middle daughter, all she asked for is me. Yeah. You know, I be trying to give her other stuff sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, here goes some toys, but she'll still want to play with that toy while I sit in my lap. Like, come on, G. Man. Come on, man. I just brought you all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you still want to eat your food in my life. Daddy needs some space to do something real quick. Yeah. But nonetheless, though, nobody light up like that when they see me, bro. Yeah. Like, really, though, like, I can be going through the worst of the worst. And I was just going through the worst of the worst, my trial and everything. And, like, nothing gave me joy in my life, bro. All the other things that served me a purpose as an outlet, none of that stuff worked no more. Working out, reading, you know, being positive in my community. I did these things. It was just natural, a habit for me to do. But I'm trying to figure out, dang, what should I do with my time to do the stuff you've been doing? Working, being positive, read, learn, educate, all that stuff right there. But it didn't serve me a personal purpose. But the girls, though, I could be going through the worst. Homeless and all. They don't even know daddy going through it out here. Yeah. But they pull up on me, I can everything got in my pocket, but they be happy to see me. It ain't about what I got in my pocket, what I got on. It's about know who the fuck you is. You daddy. Yeah. You raw. Yeah. So, you know, they amazing, man.
Yeah, man.
Everything.
And see, I think having a girl first, for me, I had a girl, boy, then a girl. Yeah. Having that girl first helped me when it comes to my son. I think it, like you say, it's a blessing to have the girls because like, I feel like I would be a little too hard on my son if I didn't have a girl. You know, me having that girl first, it taught me that compassion. You know, how to really nurture, you know, and love on that baby. So when I had my son, I want to love on that joker too. And I'm like, shoot, he like me. I like to cuddle, you know. Hey, for real, I want to feel love. You know, I want that personal touch. You know, and how I used to have what they call the skin to skin with my daughter. I said, I'm gonna have skin to skin with my son. And sometimes I want to just hold you, bro. Like, come here, nigga. Come here, bro. Like, I need that. I need that energy from you, bro. You know, and even still today, that joker 5 years old. Boy, I love when that joker, but he be mad. You know, man, come give me a hug, bro. Hug, like, love on me, bro. Like, I need you. You know, like, sometimes I need that from him. And, you know, at like probably when he was 3, 4, he was like real, just like so independent. And I think too, because we went through a time, we went through a little time of homelessness.
Yeah.
So my wife and my 2 youngest kids, my youngest daughter and my son, went to Chicago for 4 months. So I missed that part of his development. He was still 1. So I missed his 2-year-old birthday, you know. So I missed 4 months of his life where I wasn't with him. And I think that definitely it affected him. I think I can see even at that young age it affected him. But even with that, it just after he came back, you know, I made a vow, you know, to the Lord, like, man, you know, God, if you give me my wife and my kids back, I'm gonna be a better father. I'm gonna be a better husband, you know, because like I needed that. So in that, and then I was with my oldest daughter, and man, the way that girl comforted me, bro, man, real talk, bro. Boy, my baby comforted me in that time, bro. Like just going through that, missing my wife, missing my other 2 kids, and she used to be that encouragement too. She kind of used to get on me, like she used to be like, Daddy, you know, family is never supposed to separate. You know, saying all this stuff. I'm like, man, girl, what you need to know what's going on. But she used to kind of just be asking questions like, why I ain't seen mommy? Like, why mommy ain't home? You know, why I ain't seen Uriah? Where Eliana at? And it used to just be that motivation, like, man, I'm gonna get my babies back. You know, like, I'm gonna get myself together. I'm finna get this thing right. So when they came back, bro, it was like ever since then, that was 2018, you know, and that's when I got the idea about the podcast, man. And I'm just like, you know, I want to be able to share that. But like, it was just my daughter just giving me that strength to get through, you know, and her, like my first daughter taught me so much about myself. And now it's like I can use everything that I've learned from being her dad for 7 years, you know, and I give it to my other children and just really be able to like help them grow. Like it's serious, bro. Them girls, I say they something else, bro, and they something serious, but they make you get right.
They do,
bro. They make you get right, bro.
I feel like it's important for a father to have a daughter that he actually loves, and you know what I'm saying. She's in his life and he's in her life. Because like you said, bro, that's how I understand you're a real father. Because you spoke my truth without me having to tell it to you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I know that you understand deeply.
That's real.
Because it's not all about what you can do for those girls that been in their life. It's like if you bless them to have them in yours, they do something special for you. They teach you a newer level of love and consideration. Like you said, you learn stuff about yourself you didn't even know. I like it, brother. You know what I'm talking about?
For real.
So you're able to give that emotional understanding to your son. You know what I'm saying? When your son can understand, well, you know, it's more to make me happy besides sex.
That's real.
Alcohol, drugs, and sports.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? I'm emotionally developed enough because I had that through my father and through my sister and everything, and the established order of love we got in the household. That's important, bro, because I didn't get that. I got, like, the other stuff first. You feel me? Like, feeling love was weird as hell at first. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was supposed to be. But that's unnatural to be a human being of God. And to feel something wrong with love when you get it. You see what I'm saying? But the way that I got it from them was something totally different.
That's real.
So I'll forever be grateful to the mothers of my children. You know what I'm saying? Forever, because they played a huge part in that. Without them, I couldn't have my beautiful daughters. And then, dog, this how I know God exists, bro. Yeah. This how I know God exists, right? Now tell me this don't sound like something now. My daughters look just like me and they still pretty.
Yeah.
Man, dang, that crazy. Bro, I got some girls that look like me, but they pretty though. Come on, yeah. So that's what's up.
Bro, listen, bro. Be like, you look just like your dad. Be like, yo, but they cute though.
Yeah,
like, they look.
You like a dude named Julius.
No, that's real though. No, that's real. That's real. But see, the thing that be getting me, man, it's like, it's so many dads out here that love their children like this. You know, we ain't the only ones, dog. It's like people try and put this narrative out there like, you know, black daddies ain't there. Black daddies don't care about their children. Black daddies this, black daddies that. But like I was telling you off camera, you know, like, bro, I know so many dads. I'm talking about that talk with their kid. When they talk about their kid, the most quote unquote thugged out dude, man, talk to them niggas about their children.
I know a lot of them, dog. I know a lot of them. It's so unfortunate that people associate you know what I'm saying, it's like honorable, integrity filled things. They don't associate them with being a thug. Like, if you're a thug, you can't love your family. You can't.
Right.
No, you can be a thug. That's the fullness of, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, nah, that ain't got nothing to do with
Yeah.
thugging. You know, that got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So having people be thugging because the system set to supply for their family isn't enough. So they choose a route that's labeled or that's pre-labeled thugging. But they call it, I'm trying to make ends meet. I'm trying to do for my, you know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Best I can. Although it's not the most positive route, but it produced.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But what was the context of the question, the original initial statement?
Dang, I done got all up. We were talking about our children, like, just like how your like the love, like how did that, the relationship that you had with your dad, like translate over into the way that you are with your children?
Boom. My dad was like a tough love kind of person, right? Emphasis on tough. He like one of them kind of dudes, like you ever seen a Western movie where the dude strike a match on the side of his face?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was a tough dude like that. You know what I'm saying? But the love was definitely there because he was so tough. The few moments he showed any kind of emotional, any kind of love, just a friction of it, it meant the world.
That's real.
So I understood the importance of being emotionally balanced, right? Because if you're always positive, always smiling, the moment you don't frown, it means so much because you're always smiling.
That's real.
You see what I'm saying? So, but you always up and down. People don't pay attention to either emotion. When you're happy, it don't matter because you'll be mad soon. If you're mad, it don't matter because you'll be happy again. You know what I'm saying? So I learned emotional balance from my dad or whatever.
That's real.
But I still didn't understand the fullness of emotion because I hadn't experienced love yet. Like real love outside of the love I had from my parents and my siblings. That other kind of love that you get from women that you have children, your kids or whatever. You feel me? So. But my dad laid the foundation work with my mom, though, really. Relationship with my mom, though.
Yeah.
My beautiful queen, my mother.
It's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My mother, dog, you know what I'm saying? She taught me a lot, bro. And, you know, it seemed like when my dad passed, I had even more of a heart and a mind to just want to make sure my mom don't struggle at all, like no more. Like in any kind of way, shape, or fashion. I already had that before, but it just intensified. Cause one thing I give my dad credit for, right? Because he wasn't always in our lives, and there was a time where I had a gripe toward him, although I always respected him. I had always had respect for him, but sometimes I wish he was more like TV dad.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I wish he was more like a TV dad, but you know he was my dad instead, and that was just enough. I didn't understand at the time, but you know, I just wish he was there, whatever. But you know, my dukes was there, and I just learned a lot from her. And I don't know, but she laid that emotional groundwork.
Yeah.
And you know, just me always, I was raised with my sisters, my little brother. I'm kind of getting lost. I want to stay on topic, but it was something more specific I wanted to say. But I lost the context of what I was talking about. I didn't want to be rambling.
Yeah.
But,
hey, but shout out to the mamas out there though, for real.
Yeah.
Shout out to the mamas, man. You know,
y'all very important.
One thing I will say, you know, we talk about daddies, and that's the topic. Like, daddies is what we're focused on. But man, I don't ever want not one woman out there to get it twisted. We ain't trying to say that we don't need y'all. Don't ever get that twisted. You know, and I had to tell one guy one time, you know, he was, I'm gonna go off on the mom. I'm like, bro, this ain't what this about, bro. It ain't about just, you know, trying to make it like a mom. And my thing was, we already know how important moms are. We ain't never had a problem with understanding that. You know, everybody know that. The whole world know that, how important and how much love moms have for their children. You know, that's never been misunderstood. The thing that's always been misunderstood was the love that a dad has for his children. So that's why we do what we do on Dad Can We Talk, to make it known that, we love our children too. You know, we want to take care of our children too. So I just don't want nobody to get that twisted. Man, mama, I shout out to all the moms out there, man, that's handling their business. You know, so many of y'all great mothers, man. Shout out to my wife, you know. She hold it down, like for real. So, we just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that, we love y'all. For real.
We love y'all and hope y'all know what y'all to.
For real.
But bro, you want to tell you something too, though, bro? Like you were saying, though, it's like that whole thing with mothers. It's like you said, a lot of people already understand, that mothers gonna do their thing. What they say, daddy's mama's baby, daddy's maybe. You see what I'm saying? Whatever that little saying where the baby can always be the mama, but the daddy can always deny it or whatever. So, you know, but it's like one of the things, but what's understood don't got to be explained. But what's not understood is that there are amazing black fathers out here. And just because a father isn't present in the house with the kids and the mother doesn't mean he doesn't love those kids and think about them every day.
That's real.
Dog, I done been through the trenches, you know, places where most people don't want to go at because I had to be there. You see what I'm saying, or whatever. And I got to know people that most people don't seek out and try to go know and learn these people, right? And I done seen dudes, bro, going through the worst, right? And you would think, bro, you shouldn't be worried about where you gonna sleep at tonight. But you worried about the kids, though. You know what I'm saying? These dudes out here really broken by not being able to see their kids and the false narrative getting put out here for them. Because, you know, as a man, it's like nobody really respects your struggle because you a man. You a man. Your homeboys don't want to hear all that because they got their own problems that they never talk about either. So why are you disrespecting the code and talking about your problems, bro? We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They go play basketball. You know what I'm saying? So it's that thing going on. And then, you know, your parents sometimes feel like, hey, you a grown-ass man now. And you know, you ain't going to bring it to your lady most times. You don't want to look at you as weak. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you need outlets and be understood, though. In the whole while, people looking at you like, why you not performing? Why you not performing? Why you not performing? I got a homeboy that called me, man, recently. It's a good brother, you know, Corey Dallas. He sold into my life and I sold into his. We both iron, so we sharpen each other. But one day he called me and he was apologizing about venting to me. He was saying he don't want to complain. But I was like, bro, I ain't complaining at all. You know what I'm saying? You just vent. It's different between complaining and venting. You're expressing things that you're feeling and issues, hoping that you can arrive at a place of peace or a solution with peace. You know something. So it's just important that men be understood for the fullness of who we are. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't always get value for our full value. You know what I'm saying? It's either financial, you got to be financial, and I guess, I don't know what's after that. It's pretty much that bad. You know what I'm saying? But it's so much more to a man than that. And you know, I know some dudes, bro, that'll be in a relationship and be a good man as long as they can provide. But the moment they lose their job or lose their set, they finna break up with you because they don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? They done lost their true value. They don't know what they got to offer. So I encourage all men out here to respect yourselves a lot more, understand your true value, and you know, if you feel like you don't have no true value outside of the dollars in your pocket or the clothes you got on, you got to do something about that.
That's real. That's real. Hey, listen, free game, man. Y'all pay attention. The man just said something right there, man, and that's something that a lot of us don't understand a lot of times, and we overlook. That men have issues, we have problems, and sometimes we need an outlet to get that thing off of us. And if you don't get that thing off of you, that's a lot of times that's when you resort to hurting people. Because you got all this stuff pent up inside of you, and you ain't got no place to release it. So when they say, you know, oh, young boys be mad and this and that, like, a lot of times the young boy ain't just mad. It's just he got issues. He have things that he ain't been able to release, and then somebody try on the something, and it's like, that ain't him. That's just the stuff that's in him that he's trying to release and get up out of him, man. So it's so important for us to have stuff like this to be able to talk, you know, and even outside of this, you know, I'm a big proponent of, man, I'm big on, bro, listen, if you need to talk, bro, call my phone, bro, text me. Man, I don't care, like you say, man, I don't care, man, bro, if you need to call and vent, come call and vent, bro. Like, that's normal. And I think we got to normalize that now. Man, men, we can talk. It ain't always got to be about sports, you know, and about music and all. Man, sometimes, like, you can just call me, like, bro, I'm going through it, bro.
For sure. And you want to tell you something too, though, bro? I quit watching TV a long time ago, so I wouldn't even have that stuff to talk about. I don't know nothing about it. I don't even know about it. So I can't talk to you about it. I don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who played last night. I don't know who. You know what I'm saying? Guy be doing other stuff, so he talk to me. It's like a limited conversation. So either you gonna listen and learn, or you gonna talk and teach. And if you talk and you teaching about some stuff I don't want to know, then you ain't gonna get the right kind of feedback. So I'm all about spreading a positive message. You know what I'm saying? Black love real, self-respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, black father's real, and you know, I respect you. I respect you, bro. I don't care how it sounds, but I respect black people just for being black first.
All right.
You don't gotta do nothing. Just be straight black. Up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold the door for you. I'm gonna hit you with that, yes ma'am, yes sir.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that right there.
Because you understand
yeah.
the struggle that we gonna face at some point, sometime. You know, and if we get it, you might be at a higher position than me, but if you get in a certain position, them folks gonna treat you just like you another one.
For sure.
They don't care about your thing. But man, listen, but we can go all day. There's all type of stuff we can talk about. But man, I want to go here, bro.
Okay.
You know, after all this stuff, like after all this conversation we just had, and if anybody has any type of understanding, and they hear your love for your children, you know, the love for your people, the love for your community, you gotta understand the weight of what this man just went through. But these folks are trying to take you away from your children for the rest of their life.
Yeah, it was.
I want you to talk about that, cuz. Talk about everything you just like. How did it start? Where did talk about that, because there might be some people out here that don't know. But talk about, you know, how the system just attempted to take you away from your children for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that situation was crazy, bro. You know, just the situation in itself, what was a hard thing for me. You know what I'm talking about? Like being out on bond, I bonded out of jail feeling anxiety. I ain't bonded out feeling like happy. Like, oh yeah, I'm free. You know, it was hard to plan my future. How you start something, and then not be unsure of, you know what I'm saying, if the crack gonna slam me or not, if I'm going down or not. So that was crazy, and then just being around my kids was difficult. You know, like I say, they still was able to cut through some of what I was going through and make me smile in the moments, but just, it's bittersweet. Enjoying time with the children, knowing I got court next month. You know what I'm saying? And this could be the date, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if you can relate or understand to what that's like, but that whole thing was crazy, bro. And then me as an Aquarius, dog, I had to do that thing that Aquarius do, where we shut our feelings down, try just not to feel. Because the feelings I was forced to deal with was too much for me, bro. And then I was a man that needed help. You know what I'm saying? That was reaching out. But everybody looked at me like, man, that's Julius. He'll be all right. I was all right. I was all right, though. I am all right now. But at the time, I didn't feel like I was. Yeah. I recognized I had trauma, dog. You know, it was a time with me and my baby mama, the one here from Gainesville, got to like a little verbal war of words. And it was kind of a physical aspect to it too, because she shoved my jit to me in the car seat, like real hard, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to come in the house, I like pushed her out, closed the door. But like, bro, my knees were shaking. I was scared, you know what I'm saying? And I recognized then, like, dang, Jules, something wrong with you, bro. You see what I'm saying? So going through all of these things, the changes within myself for the first time ever in my life, and still being like having to be a man out here. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't be, every person I sit around, I'm like, they like, how you doing? I'm like, yeah, well, you know, I got this case going on. I don't want to be that dude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like. So I can't be that way. Then as a man, I feel like when you have problems, you don't have to talk about them. You know what I'm saying? You be back doing them, like fixing them problems. You know what I'm saying? You talk about life, you fix your problems. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So, but it was just a bit much, bro. And then leading up into the trial. By the time I got the trial, though, 2 years later, I was in 2 years of hell, bro. Yeah. 2 years of hell, dog, with everybody around me, dog. I felt like sometimes I used to feel like, dang, dog, ain't I been a good enough dude to the point where somebody should know something different about this man. Yeah. But it's like ain't nobody noticed of it. They did notice. They just felt like, oh, God had me, or, you know, whatever they felt, or whatever it was that kept them from extending the helping hand I felt like I needed or deserved. But by the time I got the trial, bro, it was no fear. I was ready. Yeah. I was ready, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I was blessed. I was blessed because, you know, the 7 days before trial, it was like abnormally peaceful for me, dog. Cause, you know, like, I was homeless and all during the situation, bro. Like, the court date, like the court date the month before trial, I was going to court from Grace Market. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People ain't know that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Still being positive, still posting on the books, still doing resumes for people, recommending books and all kind of what I normally do. And but I was blessed though. The 7 days before trial, my baby mama, the one here from Gainesville, me and her like not even like our relationship be up and down because of sometimes her emotional she be emotionally imbalanced, bro, and then she like got a strong remembrance of past to the point where she can't deal with what's now.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where she can't deal with what was yesterday. It's like just the negative past. She hold it, so it be like that. I respect, I love her, much respect to her, but God worked through her in such a way. Well, for them 7 days, she was nothing but accommodating, nice. You feel me? She came and got me. Just allowed me to be around my youngest daughter. Like my youngest daughter, she gave me so much energy. Like she like baby. I ain't had no babies in a minute.
Yeah.
She only 2, so they had that baby again. You know what I'm talking about? It was just such a blessing to me,
That's
dog, to
real,
like
bro.
be able to be around her for those 7 days and like any kind of bit of fear I might have had left, she drawed that thing right up out me and put power up. You see what I'm saying? Put peace up. You know what I'm saying? So I went to court, dog, and that first day jury selection. So I'm thinking in my mind, because I heard so many other stories, like, yeah, bro, my dog, such and such, he was in the same situation, and right before jury selection, they dropped the charge, or they offered him a plea he was willing to take. So in my mind, I'm hoping that happens, so I ain't got to, like, play out my life like this. But it ain't happened, though. I actually selected my jury, and just understanding that process, it's so wicked, dog. It's corrupt. It's stacked against you. Why does the state get to have so much of a decision as to what happens in here? It's like, as the person on trial for my life, I had the smallest amount of decision making. Mm-hmm. My word meant the least inside that courtroom. I'm like, why is this so? But I stand to lose the most. But my opinion, my choice means the least. That was crazy to see this happening, and then I would ask about it specifically, like, why is this like this? Like, hold on. And my public defender, like, hey, no, don't say that. Hold on, ask me first. Like, no, I want to ask Judge Kolo. Let me ask him. Like, so you don't think that's wrong what you're doing? It's unfair? And he was like, nah, it's within the means of the law. And I would think to myself, if this the law, then something wrong with the law then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So out of the 40 possible jurors, only maybe 6 of them was black. And maybe only out of the 6 black people, only maybe 2 of them were the actual peer within my age bracket.
Yeah.
So, but the state was able to X out, they get 10 strikes. So, I can pick 10 reasonable people that actually fit my views, who I may feel like, okay, that they may see things my way. But the state can then come back and say, nope, you can't have them, you can't have them, you can't have them. I pick from these people that you did want. You see what I'm saying? So I had a jury. It wasn't my peers, bro. It was like only one black lady on there. She was an older black lady. And when she was asked about how she felt about self-defense and things like that, she was like, well, one time I was in an abusive relationship, and I told him the guy was violent, and they let him go, and then he killed somebody else, and I just wish they would have got him. So I felt like she gonna try to exact revenge on me or something, like, think I'm that dude. No, I'm not that dude, man. I might look like him, but I ain't him. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Right.
But so, that was difficult, but I still had power and peace, bro. I just expected so much out of God in life, because I know who I had been. Mm-hmm. I don't do it for show. I don't do it for praise. If you know, you know. But I'm consistently like this, dog. I ain't just like this in front of you, my nigga. Like, I leave and be the same way.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm struggling, I'm the same way. I got money, I'm the same way. It don't change, dog. If I say something positive, because I mean that, I see that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't just, like, walk around sugarcoating and, I don't know, like, I don't need friends like that. I ain't trying to, like, compliment my way to some friends or nothing. I do it from the heart, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I know who I've been, dog. But I ain't perfect neither, though.
Straight up.
Like, I am everything I look like, too. You know what I'm saying? I'm everything I look like and everything I don't look like, too. I'm all of the above, so I was still there, waiting on God. I was expecting him, because I do too much, you know what I'm saying, just cause, and no matter what, I decided that if I lost, I was still going to be the same dude for them dudes in there. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna take who I am and let my light shine in the other hand. That's all that means. God had something to do in there if I go in there.
Straight up.
So I stood on that. And then, that next day, the state put their case on for 2 days. So the jury got 2 days straight of the state trying to tell them why I'm this violent thug who just I just went to work and chose violence. But that wasn't the case, bro. And then I had 3 witnesses that was deposed, and they testified on my behalf. They was at work, my coworkers. But out of the 3, only one of them showed. The other 2 didn't show. One of them said he was scared that the alleged victim would retaliate on him if he came in and told the truth. Mm-hmm. But none of this stuff can be said in front of the jury to like give them greater context of who I am and who I'm up against or whatever. And then also too, bro, it was things that wasn't allowed to be said in front of the jury. It was put on record, but it wasn't allowed to be said in front of the jury. And those things would have greatly helped me. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. I still won anyway, but it was just crazy how they were setting it up to be like a really biased situation. Like, how can you withhold portions of evidence and portions of my case from the jury? And they're here to judge me, whatever. But I understood this is an important understanding too, bro. People look at the judge they got and be like, oh, I got Judge Kola or whatever, Judge Glant or whatever, but the judge don't actually find you guilty or innocent. He just sentenced you.
Yeah.
So you worry about who the judge is if you plan on losing. But you plan on winning, that shit don't matter.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I'm walking out of here. You see what I'm saying? So I plan on winning, so it didn't matter what judge I had. I don't care about getting the judge mad because I'm finna win. I'm gonna tell you the truth while I'm sitting in front of you then. You know what I'm saying? You gonna give me life regardless, you know what I'm saying? If I lose, you gonna give me life. So while I'm here in front of you, you gonna hear me and I'm gonna tell you how wrong you is then at least. So, you know, I did that and I had to push my attorney, bro. I went with a public defender and people try to praise him in the public defender office like, you know, they something, but they tools, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta use your hammer. You know what I'm saying? Your hammer don't beat nails by itself. You gotta use that thing, so you gotta know the law a little piece, have enough guts and balls to stand on your freedom and your innocence, and then go. You gotta really push your attorney because they truly do work with the state. I don't care what they tell you. They work with the state. They know each other. They know the judges. They have personal relationships with them. The way that they talk and communicate with each other. Like, man, you on my side. How you over here laughing with the op?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
I feel really uncomfortable with that. And then the same dude told me, bro, like way back December 29th, 2019, was the deadline for my 10-year prison plea. They offered me 10 years, that's it. If I didn't take it by the 29th, they were going to withdraw the plea and I had to go to trial. But COVID just delayed it so long. But get this, the dude told me, man, my attorney, he said, man, he the chief public defender too. He ain't no regular public defender. It's like, he the chief, he a big one in the office. So he said, I'll never tell you to just take a plea. I want to see the facts of the case first. Anything I tell you, it'll be from my wisdom and my understanding, and it'll never be just. He said I should have took a 10-year prison plea.
Yeah.
He told me way back December, something like right before Christmas, it was in my best interest after reviewing the case, after talking with all his colleagues and some of his special lawyer friends that I would lose in trial and I should just take 10 years in prison. And I had to make a decision right then. A professional told me that, hey, if I go, I'm going to lose. Take the 10. I had to believe myself and said, nah, I'm going to stand up. Nah, bump all that. Nah, let's run it. I ain't taking them. They're going to give it to me. Because you take a plea, ain't no coming back. You take a plea and then find out later, like, dang, it was a loophole or something. No, they dogged me. It's too late. You said you were guilty. In front of a judge, they asked you, did you understand what you was doing? You put it on record saying, yes, you did. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no coming back. My homeboy, Jeremy Williams, J-Dub, got did the same way. A great father. He ain't had no felonies, legally owned his firearm, shot somebody that broke into his house to rob him. But he did it kind of in a messed up way. I guess the dude hadn't like left out his house or whatever. If he would have burnt him in the house, it would have been different. But because the dude stepped out the threshold and he shot him, they charged him with attempted murder. But he could have beat that, or at least got a lesser included offense. You know what I'm saying? But because they feared him up, he took a 10-year plea with no priors. He didn't have no record. That brother been down 6 years, so you know. You gotta get rid of that fear. You gotta know what you're standing for. If you did or didn't do it, if you can beat it, even if you did do it, you can beat it, and you know you can, stand up. Stand up. Take it to the door. You know, I encourage all people to like get rid of that fear, cause they really be trying to fill you up. But dog, I remember, bro, right before it was like jury deliberation where they go back and like actually decide whether you guilty or innocent. It took so long, bro. It was like everybody at the courtroom, we was mad people in there. Just us, the bailiffs, the judge, the lawyers, and my sister and my cousin Rashid and my dukes had done left. So they was back there for like 30 minutes or something, bro. The judge called them back out, asked them if they want lunch. I'm waiting on my life to be figured out right here. He's stopping deliberation, asking them if they want to be ordered dinner. So I'm like, hold on, you playing, man? Tighten up. But dog, I FaceTime my daughters, and I I was like, man, I love y'all. They was totally unaware of my situation. So my oldest daughter knew, but she know I don't bond. But my two youngest, we just never put them in the loop. I was just trying to be as good a dad as I could while I could, whatever, and just stack my money up so if I did go, I could still contribute to them in some type of way or whatever. But anyway, so I called them, bro. I talked to them, told them how much I loved them. They were like, yeah, you look nice in your suit or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm coming home. I spoke that thing. I'm coming home. I see y'all in a little bit. All right, y'all. And then my friend from New York, her name Esther Rothschild. Boom, she hit me up. We FaceTime too. She a positive person in my life. She actually bonded me out, bro. My bond was like, it was $500,000. It got reduced to $100,000. She paid the $10,000 to get me out. But he from New York or whatever. And people told me back then I was stupid. People said, man, you should have got a lawyer with that money. You should have got a lawyer with that money. Man, I would have been in jail for 2 years waiting to go to trial with a paid attorney. But since I've been out though, bro, I met the New York Times twice. You know what I'm saying? New York Times twice. I got the kids, Village Green, haircuts and hairdos back to school when I first got out.
I remember that.
So much stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how could I be out for 2 years doing all this positivity and y'all think it's serving the community justice by taking me out? It's obvious that I'm able to live out here. But anyway, though, fast forward the story. I talked to Esther, went in the courtroom, bro, and the jury came out. The jury said they didn't even want lunch. They wanted to go and handle their business. So they went in the back, bro, and came back out. They handed the paper to Kola. Kola looked at it, and they handed it to the clerk of courts. And they told me to rise, bro. In my mind, I was saying, it's a scripture I say all the time, right? It said, unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. Oh my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed, let not my enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none who wait on thee be put to shame, but let those who plot treacherously, but I cause be put to shame. That's the first section of Psalms 25. So I say that all the time. I read the fullness of it every day, but I say at least that portion all the time. So I was saying over and over again, bro. They told me, they said not guilty on first degree premeditated attempted murder. But it was a lot of lesser included offenses I could have been found guilty on. It was like either you can find them guilty on attempted first degree murder, attempted second degree murder, attempted manslaughter, aggravated battery with great bodily harm. It was so many other, you know what I'm saying? So like they was really trying to get me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, although I was only charged with one crime, they said it was like lawful to find me guilty on either that one or one of the other 7 crimes. They found me guilty on none of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there like, and dog, and they enjoy them know me because they know like I'm different, bro. Like I don't operate out of the spirit of fear. I operate out of power, and I don't be looking at like titles. Like I don't look at like what you did or. I respect people for things they've done. I respect people for what you're doing and what you've done. But when it comes to like superficial stuff, like oh he bumping like that, or like, you know what I'm saying? He a judge or something. Yeah. But he ain't here not walking on integrity. You a judge that's like, true enough, you're a judge, but you're obviously like not integrity filled. You doing so I'm size you. You know what I'm saying? So Joy don't know me. Yeah, so Joy don't know I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah. And they was telling me when the not guilty verdict came back, they were like, Julius, just calm down. Don't just wait till you get outside. I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wanted to cuss everybody out. I wanted to like go in like, man, yo, Stacy, what her name is? Stephanie Clue. Oh look, ain't that? You know? You like a sperm with hair out here. Yeah, I wanted to go in on the dog, but I kept it cool. I kept it cool, like I got outside. That's when I posted that video. That was 2 years. That was 2 years worth of built up frustration coming out, and just dog, like I ain't never had no shot of joy like that before in my life. I'm like a chill dude. I'm already tall and all this stuff. I don't like attention. I'm an introvert. You feel me? Like I'm comfortable, like. Just chilling with like 1 or 2 people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The club to me sound like a huge dark room full of drunk people listening to murder music. Yeah, I don't know. Like, why would I pay to go there? I'm straight. I'll get out. I'll read me books.
Well, you like my wife, bro.
I just saying though, bro. You know, I heard me some reading, working out. Something like traveling. I like to travel and see stuff I ain't seen before. You know what I'm saying? But though, bro, it's a blessing to be free. I had my life back, bro. I feel like I was born again. I feel like I was, I feel like I had like I had to die, bro, and you suffer the fear of like dying. Like imagine like knowing that you finna die today. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, I'm finna die today. I gotta lose, and all that goes with the idea of dying, all that you lose, and all that happens or whatever. Not knowing heaven and hell, every fear associated with death, you experience and go through right quick. Like, but then somebody be like, hey, hold on, you come back. You know what I'm saying? And you come back and like, oh, I got my life back. Oh my God, there's my that. Like, oh, I got my life back. I'm happy, boy. I'm too happy. After that, you know, you can be walking home and start raining. You can be happy that you getting rained on. You allowed to get rained on. You know what I'm saying? So like, I got like a new kind of like peace and freedom that supersedes anything. You know, like it's crazy, bro. And like everything else extra. You know what I'm saying? So you know, all the physical things that people chase for that you can see and touch with your hands, that's just icing on the cake for me. But with or without it, I'm a whole cake. I'm still sweet. I'm straight. Yeah, I'm still
that's real.
Yeah, all that.
Real.
You know what I mean? So like, I got life anew, bro, and it just like helped my grind. It helped my creativity. Like I was stagnant, like mentally and like creative wise, bro. Like I can create a lot of stuff, and like I help a lot of people, a lot of things that you know I don't look for credit for, but those who know, they know. You know what I'm saying? For like connecting dots and you know helping people with little ideas and struggles and stuff they struggling through or whatever. I'm good at like that kind of stuff. And some people pay me, some people don't. But I hadn't been able to do that for myself, you know. And but since this thing gone, bro, it's like I don't know, within a week, I got so much stuff going on that's like, you know, for profit. And then I got some nonprofit things going on too. I was able to apply for the Soros Fellowship. I'm praying that I get that.
Yeah.
But if I get that, boy, we rich, bro.
Yeah.
I'm coming back for you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a sow seed. I'm investing in the craft.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I don't know, bro. But I just been chilling lately, though. You know, I do plan on getting back out in the community and being like an active member of the community, like that positive kind of, you know, be seen kind of way. Cause I want to model an example, the what I expect to be out here by being here. You feel me? But I just been kind of stuck off lately, just around my family, indoors, just chilling, sliding behind the tent. Yeah. Just trying to stay out, just enjoying my freedom, bro. I just be doing regular stuff like. Dog, I be sitting at the park, like really looking at birds and stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Looking at birds, like happy in the world, bro. Like really happy. Yeah, I got life. I'm experiencing now finally for the first time the fullness of life and being alive, dog. It used to be a time, dog. I would drive for miles and miles and miles and never really like look at nothing. Like I can't remember seeing nothing because I was in my mind the whole time thinking or whatever. But now I drive and I can actually see the sky. You know what I'm saying? How beautiful Gainesville look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't looking at the concrete road and the people. I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, just the other life structures in Gainesville. The skyline, the trees. Like, I done been in New York, bro. I know that in New York for like 7 months straight, you don't see sunshine in daytime. It be daytime, but ain't no sunshine out. It's like it's gonna rain or something. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why Florida called it Sunshine State. I can appreciate the beauty of the Florida sun. And think about this right too, right? You know the power of the sun. And what the sun does for all living structures made of God. All living structures made of God need the sun to grow some kind of way. And you know, melanated people greatly benefit from the sun. So if that's true, that melanated people, black people benefit from the sun, how special is the Florida man and woman, black Florida man and woman? We in the Sunshine State, get all this sun. We gotta be wrong. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta be. How could we not be? You know, that's almost the same as being in Africa, bro. Like all the amount of sun that we actually get, we get like out of 12-month calendar, bro. We get about 9 months of straight sunshine, easy. It be raining and all with the sun out. All right. That's unheard of in New York. So just and all stuff like that, bro. I want to give people that those types of experiences, bro, because you can have life once you experience life in a fuller way. If all you've been doing is going to University Avenue and to the clubs and stuff, and you may go to Orlando, you may hit Miami out here. I done been to cities, dog, that make Miami look like it ain't nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Manhattan, something, dog. When I went to Manhattan, bro, I was 6'4". I had Kodak dreads. I had a gold chain, and nobody even looked at me, bro. Nobody looked at me once. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like you can't stand out though. You can really go there and just like, it's special though. The world's an amazing place. So I just want to share my experiences by bringing them back to people, telling them that kind of shit, so they want to go. And then, you know what I'm saying, help me get to see it.
That's, man, I
so
would go.
That's bro. I feel like every Floridian should get the experience of up north one at least once in their life.
Man, see, my wife be telling me, she from Chicago, so, man, I still ain't been up there yet, bro.
I encourage you to go, bro.
I want to go so bad, bro.
I'm talking about, dog, the buns be so, they be like saucy. Buns have on like J. You know what I'm saying? They ask you for money, they trying to sell you something. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different climate up there. It's a different kind of vibe up there. But it's doable, bro. You know, up north winters is like Florida summers. As long as you weather appropriate, you straight. Yeah. I want to share that with my kids too. I got to do a lot of traveling, bro. But I haven't been able to. My oldest daughter got a chance to go with me to New York and see Chinatown. You know, Canal Street there, and Manhattan, and all of that stuff. Ride the subway. But I want to get those experiences to my two younger daughters too. If I had it how I wanted it to be, bro, I would say, man, bump school, because to me, school flew anywhere. Dog, the most important thing to me you ever learn in school is reading with comprehension, and then basic math. Because once you learn how to understand what you're reading, you can teach yourself anything. All right. You know what I'm saying? Straight from there. All the other stuff flew. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of maybe science is kind of important too. But but if I had it my way, bro, I just homeschool my kids, buy like a big RV, like a rapper tour bus. Yeah. And we just slide everywhere and just learn on the go, experience to teach them life from like an experience standpoint, not from a reading through a book standpoint. And watching on YouTube, you have your own life to live, so you ain't gotta be so impressed. When a person don't have their own life to live, my life amazing to me. Yeah. So I can't imagine sitting around watching somebody else's life be amazing. Like people that sit around and watch other people's lives. Yeah, that's real. Their life be trash. You know what I'm saying? And then they get up and try to emulate the life that they sit and watch. And most times they just be dramaing out stuff. Yeah. So they would get up, dress nice, and emulate drama. You see what I'm saying? But I got my own life though to live, so I can't sit and watch nobody else's. So I want my kids to be that way. I want you to be that way. Everybody will have life and have more abundantly. That's real. Yeah. Y'all listen, man. Yeah. That boy giving out a free game, boy. It's on y'all if y'all don't get it. It's on y'all, man. Because that man, that's so real. Listen, boy. I ain't got to say nothing else. The man just, listen, y'all. That's why I said I've been waiting for this man to come on here, because I need this blessing. I need this. Listen, like, I don't know about nobody else out there that might listen to this or see this. Y'all might get what y'all get from it. Listen, it's a blessing for me. Like, real talk, bro. Like, I'm a type of person, bro. Like, this type of stuff is like this. I need this, bro. Like, I literally need it. Like, I'm just sitting there just thinking, like, bro, I don't know what it's like. You know, I think the thing that, the closest I've ever been to feeling what you felt, I go back to what you said when you first started. You said you were spending that time with your babies, not knowing, like, it might be it. Yeah. I think the closest I got to that was when my babies, when they were about to go to Chicago for them 4 months. Well, when they were going up there, we didn't know how long it was going to be. It was like a situation, we had been in a hotel for like a week. Yeah. And we would, you know, some of her family up there was just like, well, y'all can come out here. And I was going to go back to my mom's house. And, bro, listen to me, bro. Like, I ain't never felt so, like, helpless, I would say. You know, that time I drove them to the Orlando airport. And I remember, man, like, in them last hours I was spending with my son, bro. That junk still be traumatized when I think about it, like, because I just remember, like, dang, like, once they get on this plane, boy, I might not ever see my babies again. Like, real talk. From my mindset, I'm thinking, what if the plane crash? Like, you know, we ain't promised another day. Like, okay, my family finna go to Chicago, and I'm saying, okay, they gonna come back. I'm saying that, but what if that ain't what God said? What if he, like, that's it? Like, what if I pass away while they going? You know, all them thoughts were coming into my mind, bro, and that stuff. And I just remember when I had to release my son, you know, they were like, you know, they get to the gate, they like, okay, they finna go. Yeah. Boy, I don't think I ever cried like that, ever, bro, like, ever. That was like the first time my oldest daughter, she seen me crying that day, and
So I had to walk right back through that whole airport.
Yeah.
That long, big old airport, man, bro, like trying to hide my face, bro. I ain't know what to do, bro, because I'm like, dang, dog, like, you know, thinking like, I'm making this a bad decision. Like, I'm finna let my wife and my kids go. You know, just feeling like a failure, feeling like I done failed my wife, feel like I done failed my kids, you know, and then, you know, I got this one daughter still here. She keep asking, Daddy, why you crying? I ain't know Daddy's crying. You know, saying that type of stuff. The whole time, now she crying. She like, well, why we can't go with Mommy? Like, I ain't have no answers, bro. Like, man, bro, listen, but that night I cried so much, bro, like I ain't have no more tears after a while. I was crying, but there ain't even no tears coming out. You know, I'm talking with my auntie on the phone, and she, you know, she trying to talk with me, and I'm just like, man, I feel like I done messed up.
Bro, you want to tell you something I believe, bro? I had to tell myself, bro. I told myself this enough that I believe it now, right? Because I'm an Aquarius, so, you know, Aquarius can be, like, emotionally detached at times. Although, since I've been legit, I would be in situations where I knew I was supposed to feel a certain kind of way, because everybody else did, but I just didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
I didn't feel no way. I just didn't feel nothing. You feel me? So everybody happy, but I don't feel nothing. Everybody sad, but I don't feel nothing. To the point where I use fake emotions sometimes just to fit in with people. But bro, it's like that thing where that hurt you feel with them kids, dog, and once you, like, get no emotion, dog, in that kind of way. I told myself, bro, that weakness, right? This is what I made myself believe, all that weakness. I mean, that crying is just weakness leaving the body, right? Yeah. When you shed tears, bro, that's like emotional baggage and weakness leaving the body. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's qualified to push weakness out is strength. Yeah. Nothing else can push out weakness but strength. Yeah. So when I was strong enough to cry, you know what I'm saying? We look at it as weakness. It's weakness, but it's because, you know, it's not weakness. Just you're hurt right now. Ain't nothing weak about it, though. And you strong when you can actually tell somebody, my nigga, like, dog, I'm going through it, man. I feel defeated. I feel this and that way. Although it's not the case, but that's how you feel. And it don't be that's what it is. It just, sometimes when you speak it, bro, you can keep it from replaying over and over in your brain. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes the hurt lasts as long as we can think about it, remember it. And that can be forever.
That's real.
You need to forget that thing, dog. Sometimes people don't have positive thoughts to check thoughts in their brain with. You see what I'm saying? But if you bump to a positive person and shoot that thought to them, hey, bro, I feel like I ain't nothing. But then you positive, so you gonna say, bro, you is. You can reflect back to me that I don't always see. Yeah. And tell me and remind me, so, bro, my heart go out to you for that time, that situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had many situations like that, dog. I can remember, dog, like, right before the situation happened that sent me to jail. I was walking home, dog, coming from Krispy Kreme. And baby, I was homeless then too, bro. I was crashing at somebody's spot though, so I don't know if you call it homeless, but it wasn't my spot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I wasn't sleeping outside though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I still had that rich winning mentality. You know what I'm saying? The smile and everything. So one of my homegirls hit me up, and she knew I was homeless though. She knew though. She knew. But she still sweat me by making her resume, make my resume for me. So I did it, you know what I'm saying, gave her some positive encouragement, dropped me off, and I was walking home, and my mama called me. No, I just called my kids, and my daughters them asking for some money, and truth be told, bro, I was trying to save for something else, but it's this thing where if my mate or my daughters express a need around me, and I can supply that need, I don't, just because they didn't ask me specifically, but if I just hear it, and I know there's a need for it, and I can meet it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I be headed this way, do something else, and then you like, oh, I wish I had. I'm like, damn, why you say that shit out loud, dog? Now I gotta get you this shit and figure out how I'm gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, though, bro. Literally, make a long story short, though, bro. I'm gonna just sum it up, dog. I understand what you went through with your kids, bro. I understand all fathers. I'm forever have a heart for the underdog. You know what I'm saying? The strugglers out here. Real. You know, I understand. I can remember walking home in the rain, crying on the phone with my mama, dog, saying, like, Mom, why I can't have one friend in my life like me? I just need one friend in my life like me, just one. You know what I'm saying? But then it started raining too, and you know what I'm saying? But I'm like 6'4" with gold teeth on the sidewalk crying. And I'm out the poverty with it though. You know what I'm saying? Like walking to my dog house from work. I got a box of donuts in my backpack. You know what I'm saying? On my little flip phone. I had a flip phone. crying in the rain, like, look at two things. Like,
Yeah.
but but that eventually led to me and my dudes. I started praying like, you know, I can't be the only person feel like this. God put me in the path of people that feel like this, and let me be that one friend like them that they need. And then I went to jail, and you know, came back out.
That's real.
Yeah, I don't know, but bro,
Stronger.
Yeah, stronger.
Stronger.
It didn't kill me, so I'm strong enough.
Straight up. That's real, man. Man, I want to ask you this. What would you say to people, man? Because now, and this is something that it made me mad. I ain't got to say no names. But I remember one person said this. Now, when they heard about your situation, now somebody called me. They say, "Oh, man, you heard what happened to the dude Julian?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Yeah, you see, that's that Hebrew stuff." So they tried to blame the fact that
That's funny.
Listen,
That's funny.
Tried to say that because you believe that you was Hebrew,
Yeah.
that you became violent.
Yeah.
Bruh, listen, what I think just blew me,
Oh,
bro.
goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so boom. I'm saying this right here, right? I'm gonna start with so boom. Hey, just because I'm gonna say this right here, right? Just because you haven't done it isn't evidence that you can't do it. Just because it hasn't been done isn't proof that it can't be done, right? Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not happening. You feel me? Just because you haven't exhibited anger around me doesn't mean you can't be mad. It doesn't mean that something extraordinary happened to make you mad. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So, you know, not many people see the fullness of me. All they see is just positive jewels. You feel me? But I assure you, everyone, I'm a whole human being.
Yeah.
I feel the fullness of every emotion a human being can feel.
All
you know what I'm saying? So you know, it's because I'm tall. That means I can't be scared.
Yeah.
You can be anything but scared, boy, because you too tall to be scared. But you know what I'm saying? If I see a spider right now, bro, you know what I'm saying? I break all this equipment in here trying to get up out of here. On everything. A little spider.
Yeah.
So how you gonna tell me I can't be scared? Oh, hell. but nah, bro. Me understanding and believing that I'm an Israelite.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Only thing that did for me, it made me look at the Bible and the text of the Bible as like something real. It made me identify with it personally, and it made me look at it as like a history book. You know what I'm saying? And then I started studying it instead of just like reading it, rehearsing scriptures, having scriptures. It was different. It opened my whole belief system up in a bigger way, but make me violent? No, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
No, you know, violence is just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be violent. You know what I'm saying? There's a time and season and place for everything under the sun. And you know, according to who looking at the situation, they gonna see what they see. Like, imagine a group of cats watching two puppies play. They just playing, but the cat can be like, they so violent over there. You know what I'm saying? Cause they snarling, they barking at each other, but they just don't understand what they're perceiving. They're perceiving it from their own, you know what I'm saying, some sort of their own life experiences. So to that person that said that, they just misinformed, and they always looking for a reason, because the thing about them is, they probably got some gripe against Hebrew Israelite people or something or whatever. Something. It's something more than that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that. It's always those people, and I thank God for them because, right? Okay, let me show you. How those people kind of work a little bit, right? Let's say it's a dude that used to smoke crack or something, right? Years ago, and he done changed his life. You feel me? He doing so good now, and the 6 people standing up, 6 people. So 5 of them be like, "Yo, he doing good, man." You know what I'm saying? But it be that one that say, "Oh, what he used to do."
Alright.
So the reason why that dude's important, because let's say it's a 7th person that don't know the dude at all. So he looking at the dude, he won't understand the fullness of why these dudes praising him, right? Except that dude has said, so that's why he's praising. Oh, he used to, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's the full story being told, you know, not just the glory, but a portion of the story. So like, those people like that, bro. And then, like, I got a homie like that, bro. Like, the moment he heard me say anything about Israelite, he like a religious person. He like religious. He indoctrinated. You feel me? And I personally identify. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a religious person, but I believe the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I believe it, but you know, I got my own beliefs and certain stuff I don't even talk about. Like Like certain stuff, dog, is not like up for debate for me, or because I take it so seriously. You feel me? Like we're not gonna discuss. There was a time where I wouldn't discuss my court case because that's serious. I don't even know your feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? That belongs to me. My kids is one of them in a certain type of way. You see, I can discuss my relationship with them, but like certain things, like you ain't gonna talk about my kids a certain kind of way. And then you know my personal faith, religious, spiritual beliefs, because some people be ready to like turn it into like a debate or like some kind of brain bowl or something. This ain't for that. But yeah though, bro, and like I got a homie like that, but bro, that's not the case. It's not because I'm a Hebrew that it happened. It's because no, I was attacked at work by somebody on the clock, an employee only area. You know what I'm saying? I defended myself within the means of the law, so it had nothing to do with nothing like that.
Yeah, and it's as simple as that, you know. And when I heard, now I'm like,
that's funny though.
Come on, bro, like for real, like you dead serious too,
that's
like,
funny.
And you know, and
I'm a Hebrew Israelite. That's
bro,
what I did.
Listen, bro, people will do anything to discredit, you know.
They will.
And that's been an issue for me, you know. Once I started to acknowledge that, and to acknowledge that truth, listen, boy, I've been going this way, and a lot of other people I knew going that way, and I'm fine with that. You know, I'm definitely fine with that. And my thing is, you know, as much as I've heard people talk about, you know, people who claim their identity as Israelite, people say this, say that, say all these things, but I'm like, because what happens is a lot of times I don't even tell people that. I hear them talking, and we'll be in the middle of a conversation, and they'll say, "Oh man, you know, whoa, so Israelite." I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah." They'll be talking. And I say, "Well, hey, I believe that too." But you don't feel like that about me. But you talking about this one person that obviously you don't know them either. Like then I always be like, "Well, have you ever sat down and talked with bro?" And they'll be, "Oh no, not really." And I'm like, "That's what I'm saying, bro. That's the problem. You don't. We assume all of these things about each other, and that's the thing I hate the most. And most of the time, it's always black people, and we assume all of these things about one another and talk so bad about one another. But I'm like, you don't even know, bro. You don't. When the last time you called his phone and be like, "Hey, bro, what's up? Like, let's talk." When the last time you sat down with that man? When the last time you went to that man's house? You know, and it's always like this thing. Then when I said, "Oh, yeah, I believe that too." No, like you know, and it's like, so am I any of that stuff that you just explained? I'm not, and most likely the person that you was talking about, they not like that either. You just got this thing that this country, I think they're starting to catch on to it, and they're starting to put out these narratives. It's just another one of those narratives.
Exactly.
And it's like we got to destroy these narratives and stop putting these false narratives out there about people. Man.
I'm gonna tell you how like kind of I don't want to say people dumb, but they just like I don't know what to call it. I don't want to call it nothing negative. No, people are people, right? But it's this thing, dog. Where like you look at Christians, right? Okay, people readily claim the title Christian. We know who Christians have been historically. You know what I'm saying? Historically, you know what I'm saying? So which Christian are you? Are you one of those Christians or are you one of these Christians? Because, you know, so for example, like Israelite faith, all the negative things about the belief of that whole, whatever you want to call it, I don't even call it like a religion because it's not that. It's like a Chinese man saying he's Chinese and you saying like, oh, so your religion is Chinese? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not I ain't African or American. You feel me? It's who I am. It describes like who I am in that kind of way. You see what I'm saying? And then because of who I am, I believe what you know what I'm saying. I believe. You know what I'm saying? The same thing. But anyways, though, bro, it's like I keep touching the mic. But dang, I forget the concept I was saying though, bro. What was you talking about, bro?
The Israelite.
Okay, yeah. So boom, right. It be the camp Israelites, right? They're like the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, the ISUPK and everything, and they be preaching a doctrine I hate really, and it's just the whole delivery. It just be kind of off a little bit, like it just be
a lot of what you see on YouTube.
YouTube is like outdated. You know what I'm saying? But that's not who all Israelites are. Like I know so many brothers. I know so many of my Israelite brothers out that's like real, man. They real. Like. They actually have a personality in Christ. They in Christ, but they authentically themselves still. You know what I'm saying? They ain't in that carbon Christian copy mode, you know. you know, like, I don't know, bro.
Trust me, I know
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
I know
so,
what you're saying.
That's all that is, bro. That's all that is, you know. But Christians don't. I forget what the KKK was. You know what I'm saying? They were devout Christians. You know what I'm saying? They used to burn crosses in people's yards and everything and deem that righteous because of whatever reason. But you know, you still identify with Christian. When you say that, people don't call you a black. Oh, you're a black Christian. Oh, you're a black Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you just a Christian. So why gotta be a black Hebrew or a black Israelite? Nah, I'm just an Israelite. It's different between an Israeli, that's the resident of Israel, and different between an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But it ain't had nothing to do with. It had everything to do with who I am. You know what I'm saying? The code I stand on, the way that I behave, act, and everything. But nah, it had nothing to do with that situation.
Yeah, that's real. And I just wanted you to clear that up because, like I said, I ain't got to say no name, but
I think I know who it was.
Yeah, you probably do.
I think I know, bro. I think I know, bro.
We ain't got to say no.
I ain't.
We ain't got to say no name,
bro. I think the same dude, bro. I done had witnesses though, where like he trying to like attack my belief system as if like I'm like racist or I don't know what's the deal, but whatever. But I had witnesses there that could witness our exchanges, and they be like, yeah, bro definitely got something against you. It's like personal towards you. It's deeper than just what y'all talking about.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but I still love my brother though to the
Straight up.
You know, I done seen him grow a lot though. You know what I'm saying? He got his own little walking struggle, so. Shout out to my dog, you know who you is.
Straight up. Yeah, you got an idea.
Yeah.
But we gonna move on from that right there. Man, what's one aspect of parenting that you want to be better at?
Oh, okay. Damn, let me see. That's a good one. It's a lot of them though. All the ones I'm good at now I want to be better at. But you know what I'm saying? Because you know that whole saying with relationships, they say what you do to get them is what you have to do to keep them. Mm-hmm. That's a lie because who you was at 19 when I met you, you ain't gonna be that same female. You know what I'm saying? So while I was doing that 19 to get you, I can't be doing that same shit. You know what I'm saying? I have to grow and change with you. I have to constantly be in tune with you to grow and change with you. You see what I'm saying? So like, I approach parenting that same way because each year is different. It's my first time having this is my first year ever having an 8-year-old daughter. The next year, my first time having a 9-year-old. And when the other one catch up, it'd be my first time having a 9-year-old Camille. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's different each time. So you know you constantly growing as a parent. But I just want to keep that awareness, constantly growing my kids. And I also another way I want to be better at is giving my kids more exposure and helping them be more cultured. I want to take them more places than just where they live at. You know, my first baby mama. You know, my 2 oldest daughters. I established them in a way where you know they're set. They own land in Lake City. You know, my baby mama gotta pay nothing but light bill and cell phone bills or whatever. So like I can rest assured that hey, I've done something. I helped contribute to something straight. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta get my youngest daughter established and her mom established in that kind of way, and also get myself established. But I just want to make sure my kids straight, bro. And also get them like experiences. Cause once you like go places, bro, you would not be so easily led astray and distracted by the little stuff here in Gainesville, bro. You would not be distracted by a booty sitting on the sink. You know what I'm saying? A selfie, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, how yeah. Once you're experience, bro, like, I don't care who at the club or university. I ain't going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like,
real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I refuse to spend and then the money people spend sometimes to like do these little even if you go to like the classic in Orlando, some crazy stuff, dog, I would much rather like go to Colorado and be in the mountains for like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you walking
Instead
outside
of trying to impress people.
Yeah, like
that's real.
And don't gotta snap no photos. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather just ride like a couple like 7-8 hours to New Orleans and chill with my homegirl Diane. Yeah. And just get some raw grit. I think they invented grits in New Orleans, bro. I think they invented it them because how else could they be that good? You know what I'm saying? Wow. They had to make them. I think grits from New Orleans. I'm cool with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yo, they good there, bro. I just be eating just grits.
Great.
You go to a restaurant to order just grits? I'm super educated for the grits, bro. Yeah. and Sprite. Yeah. So I rather do something like that, bro. You know, I want to give my kids those kind of experiences that I experienced that changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Get on the airplane for the first time, get in the window seat, and seeing like, dang, this the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy. So I want to give them all of that. So that's what I want to change. All the kind of experiences that I can afford my children in their younger years and all of the rest of their life. I want them to see all the stuff I saw and more. So yeah.
That's real. Man, this man inspired me, boy. I feel like going home right now and go get my babies and go put them jokers on the city bus. they be asking me stuff like that. They be like, well, Daddy, I be like, yeah, I rode the city bus before. Like, so like my son just asked me like 2 weeks ago. He was like, Daddy, can we go?
It's that simple, bro.
Simple. Yeah. I might go put them jokers on the city bus today, boy.
It'd be 2 hours in field trip. I've been a printer. I've been went somewhere and printed out some fake permission slips. Yeah, y'all sign, y'all give their mom and see shit, let y'all go. We gonna go on the bus. It be working. You know, they be happy too, bro. Right. It's like the stuff the kids want from us, all. You know, we can buy them things, but they prefer. You know what I'm saying? Our virtue, our personalities. They prefer our smiles, our company. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, dog, when I had my kids was baby, and they be crying. I be thinking like, dang. So you know, we only think about changing them. Either when they can't talk, we think like, oh, either they're hungry, they sleepy, or they need to be changed. I think like, what if her back itching? You know what I'm saying? Right. And she can't say it. You know what I'm saying? So like I be trying to like do little stuff like that, like teach my daughters the like you said, skin to skin contact. I rub their little backs, rub their little feet. You know, teach them things that you know, the love language too. Besides oh girl, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Teach my daughters whatever dude looking at when he tell you he love you, that's what he love. You feel me? You know, booty, oh, I love you, you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. For real. Like, nah, cause you know, if my daughter's looking for somebody that can love them, provide for them in the way that I do, boy, dude gonna have a tough time. Okay. And then I want to play a part in preparing these dudes I have for my daughters, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna have raw daughters. Alright. You know what I'm saying? They gonna deserve somebody like their daddy or better than me. You see what I'm saying? So like, I want that to be available to them. I don't want to have to dig through a haystack looking for a needle. You see what I'm saying? I wanted to be out here, so we got to tighten up as parents. You know what I'm saying? Give my daughter some good options. Yeah. I'm giving y'all sons some good options. All right. Okay. Listen to me, boy. You get mine, boy. You gonna be getting a jewel. But I'm gonna need y'all sons to be right. Cause I'm questioning them little jokers, boy. I be telling my wife for real. Bring them jokers home if you want to. All right. Hey, it's gonna be real. We gonna talk about what's real deal. Like we ain't having no. Yeah, don't even play with that. Come at yes sir, all that. Yeah. I was nice and respectful too, but I know what's his name? Bernie Mac said don't be calling me no. Don't be yes sir, no sir, no. Call me what you call me when I ain't around. Yeah, that part. Bernie Mac crazy. But what do you want your kids to remember about you? Everything. I want them to remember everything because I was holding a discussion about the philosophy about how important remembering things are. You know what I'm saying? And how sometimes when a person has selective memory, they only remember certain portions of stuff. It hinders like what they remember about it and like getting a fuller picture and moving forward. You know what I'm saying or whatever. So I want my kids to remember everything. Not just some things about it. Remember all about your dad. You know what I'm saying? Even the perceivably bad things. I want you to know about it. Understand, so you know, can't no excuses be made, bro. My life is the example you can give for nigga. Shut up, stop making excuses. Tight, you can do it. Cause bro, I done did it, dog. Just cause you ain't see me do it, don't mean I ain't do it. Straight up, I done did it. So I want to remember everything about their daddy, man. Cause you know, they just such a big part of my life, bro. It's like now that's how I use them to help me with the places I go and things that I do. I won't be there if I would feel uncomfortable with any one of my daughters being here. You know what I'm saying? If I can't go there with my daughters, then I won't go there. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So, I just love them. I hope they remember everything about it there. That's real. That's real, man. Well, I got two more questions, man. Give the 18-year-old version of Julius one piece of advice. 18-year-old version of Julius. 18-year-old version of Julius. One piece of advice. Just one? Just one? Dang, let me see. Dang, dog. Something that he can use going forward. Dang, dog. From 18. Let me see. Dang. Oh, that's tough, bro. Say all your money, bro. Say all of it. Because everything else, you know, dog, that's a lot. I can't say that, bro. That neither, dog. That's a lot, though. That's a lot. Dog. I don't know, bro, because, like,
it's a lot you can tell them, boy.
It's a lot, too, but it also, too, like, what I didn't know then helps me to know what I know now.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And to know it in such a definitive way, to the point where it's unwavering. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to go back and change something. What would I? Oh, let me see, bro. Oh, yeah. Nah, that don't count neither, because then I wouldn't have a baby. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have a daughter, so I don't know, bro. I don't know. Now, I promise you, bro, like, I don't even, that's always a tough question for me, bro, because I don't even think like that, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I accept all that I am, all that I have been, all that I will be, all that I've gone through. You know, it's all of it. It's valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like, me losing my car was just as important as me getting another one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I value both experiences equally.
That's real.
But even more so the one of me losing, because the one of me losing my car promotes success.
Yeah.
The one of me getting the car promotes comfortability and pride. It can probably hurt my ego. You know what I'm saying? So like I prefer the one that promotes that humbleness and that remembrance of, bro, you can get it, you can lose it too.
All right.
Stay focused, stay humble, my nigga. Like bring your head down a little bit right here. Okay. Let me get up here. Bring it back right there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, I don't know if I would tell myself anything. I would just say, bro, stay strong, my nigga. I don't know, because I did all that, bro. Like, to go back and tell myself, son, I did all the things that I needed to do, really. I made mistakes, but they was only mistakes because I learned to call them mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But now I understand they was like valuable lessons that I got, that life chose me to learn these lessons. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the things I learned, bro, some stuff I know, I paid a real high cost to know the stuff that I know. A really high cost. Mm-hmm. And I try to give it away for free.
Yeah.
Free of charge. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's like you can't, the lessons I learned, you can't order the class, or you can't sign up for the class at Santa Fe or UF. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy this book off Amazon, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. You gotta experience it. So I thank God for the experience. So I wouldn't change nothing. I would just go and tell myself, you know what, hey bro, whether it's good or bad now, it get greater later. Remember that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
yeah.
Y'all listen now. It might be some 18 out there listening right now.
Oh, but some advice to some other 18-year-olds. Okay, I could do that. But 18-year-old me was like, I was actually all right, bro. I had just caught a little charge, coming for charge at 18, a little sales charge, but
yeah,
I still went like, I don't know, bro. I've always been different. But to 18-year-old now, I would say, if you don't got any felonies, don't get none. Mm-hmm. Legally own your firearms, like bro, you don't gotta buy illegal pistols. You don't gotta do that. Mm-hmm. Get your concealed weapons license. Like, legally own your firearms. Get some money in a legal way. There's 1,001 ways to get money. What are you? Are you a hustler or you a drug dealer? Mm-hmm. If you selling drugs, that's how you get money. You just a drug dealer. A hustler get money in 1,001 ways. You know what I'm saying? So spread your hustle. Respect everybody, starting with yourself. Stop judging everybody, starting with yourself. And make being smart cool again. And then only the strong survive. That's a timeless saying, but it's evolved, right? It's not about physical strength; it's about mental strength. So only the strong will survive. You gotta be mentally strong, though, my brother. Stay strong, G. That's my advice to 18-year-old in a nutshell. But the advice that's needed is different for each one. So that's my one size fits all generic version for everybody.
Straight up. If y'all listening, man, hey, listen. This coming from experience. I know a lot of times, we done been jits. And I remember being a jit, used to think of cats like us, just talking, we old heads, just running our mouth. Listen, man, if I could tell myself anything, I'd tell myself, listen to them old heads.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times them old heads knew what they were talking about. And they tried to tell us, so just how you just tried to tell us, give us that game. Yeah. They were giving out free game. And we just, man, them niggas don't know what they talking about. Yeah, and we brush it off. Yeah, real talk. And we just, and like I said, and I'm thankful because we wouldn't be who we are right now. Yeah. And whoever, people that's listening to this gonna have to go through their own walk too. Yeah. But just a little advice, something to put in your spirit, something to put in the back of your mind when you about to do this and you about to do that, you might think back to something. man, I remember I was listening to that one podcast, old boy said that.
Yeah.
You might just think about it. So, yeah, man, for all the dads out there, man, you know, I pray if y'all see this, y'all listen to this. Man, we don't know it all. We ain't perfect dads. We ain't perfect men. We just two men right here that you looking at or listening to that had some experiences, and we sharing our experiences. And sometimes you ain't got to learn from your own experiences. Sometimes you can learn from others' experiences, man. So continue to learn, man. Continue to put yourself in position to learn from other people. You know, we read books, listen to a podcast, do something other than, like, bro, like you say, man, like, lately, like, I love basketball, bro. Like, I be finding myself wanting to watch them games at times, but I'm like, man, I'm just too busy to be, I be all over the, like, I wanted to watch that boxing match last night. I missed Canelo fight.
Oh, I forgot about that. I ain't gonna lie. I watched that boxing and UFC, but I've been disconnected with, like, social media, TV, and all that stuff, so I feel that, bro.
It just be so busy. Like, I'm just really busy on where I'm trying to go in life, you know. I be at the end of the night, I be tired.
Yeah, but let me tell you something though. You might not remember this, bro, but you was my next door neighbor. We Old condominium.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember back then, bro. Like, you ain't know it, but I was just going through like a divorce at the time. You feel me? Like, my marriage had just like really separated or whatever. I didn't actually got divorced yet, but I used to see you, bro. Like, walk and live an example. You were saying. You see what I'm saying?
That's real.
You didn't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a whole big ass black dude saying that don't see. But you didn't know that I was looking at you.
Yeah.
With like a sense of admiration and respect. Like, damn, this is a young black brother out doing his thing. Much respect. Every time I saw you go up and down the stairs with your kids.
Yeah, all right.
Getting out the car.
Up and down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, much respect right here.
Yeah.
I felt in my mind that people needed to know that you existed, bro. Way back then, not even knowing that you already had something in the midst to, like, bring not only yourself out to the world as a positive black dude and father, but also other black fathers. Oh, that's crazy. That's what's up,
Yeah, man. No,
yeah.
But you know what's so crazy even about that? Because when I remember when y'all was living next door, you know, like, I think I had ran across you on Facebook one day, and I was like, that's that dude from next door. And, you know, I was kind of checking out your page, and I was telling my wife, I was like, man, bro be out, you know, he be on some community type stuff, and I'm like, dang, that's what's up, you know, and I was just, like you say, and I'm paying attention. I think we were both kind of paying attention from afar, like, you know, and I had, like, a certain respect for you, like, dang, I like that. Like, I see, because I was thinking, like, people would look at this man and think, oh, that's just a thug nigga right there. You know, you see, you at the time, you had the dreads. You know, bro got the dreads, got the gold in his mouth, big, tall, black dude. And I'm like, you know, somebody would look at him and think, that's just a big thug nigga right there. He probably was looking for some trouble. But it was like, it was never that. Anytime we would see each other, it was like a mutual respect what's going on with you, bro. You know, I seen you going, you know, going in, going out. I'm like, I had just respect for you, bro, because I'm like, I feel like you wasn't nothing what somebody else would look at you, and I'm more than sure there's people out there that looked at you like that. Like, oh, I see him, he looking for trouble.
That's part of my personal movement, right? Because I thank God for the stereotypes that I fit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it made room for me to be underestimated, because all the stereotypes I fit come with, like, low vibrational behaviors. You feel me? But I'm uphill with it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Then people that don't know me, they always speak to me according to the stereotypes I fit when they try to, like, icebreaker a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to start a conversation. Yeah, bro, you heard about it'd be like some gossip, or I'll talk. I'm like, nah, actually I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who that is. Well, personal movement, bro, I believe that, right? Success doesn't have a look to it. You see what I'm saying? Intelligence doesn't have a look to it. And it's important for me to achieve success and do all that I'm capable of doing while still looking like this.
All right.
I ain't never changing my image. If I do, I get more gold teeth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm thinking about snatching and put something in with some crushed ice or something. You feel me? Because I want to show people, dog, none of that stuff matter.
Straight up.
Dog, I know so many successful people, dog, that's like beyond successful, and they still authentically themselves. And like, if I gotta conform or kiss ass or just any of that kind of stuff to succeed, I don't want that success.
Straight
you know what I'm saying? Like,
that ain't right.
Well, if I forget, bro, I want to shout out some good, positive fathers I know too, bro. They're like real dudes, dog. First, Tyrone Gaskin. bruh, yeah, you a great father. You my brother, you know what I'm saying? You be here for a nigga, dog. You was here the whole time in my inbox. You know what I'm saying? You never made no public thing, but you would ride with me through the situation, bro. So Tyrone Gaskin, KP, out west KP, Kelvin Pritchard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you, bro. You got my vote for Father of the Year every year, and I'm
Let's
a whole
go.
father out here. Daniel Smart, you know what I'm saying? My boy Danny Boy. Who else, man? If I don't say your name, don't take it personal. I'm just having a hard time remembering your names right now. But it's a lot on Corey Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Who else, man? It's so many. My daddy, Big Cuz, Marvin Erving. You know, it's so many good, great fathers out here, dog. Like, okay, boom. My little cousin, my little cousin, this is my big cousin. His junior, MJ, right? Me and my cousin was chilling, cause both of us lost our fathers. My dad's brother is my cousin's dad. And my uncle died 6 days before my dad died. You know what I'm saying? So boom, me and Cuz was chilling. And his son came outside, and his son was like, his son's small. He gotta be like, I don't know how old the cousin is, but he's small though. And his dad asked him what color is that thing you're holding? And he was like, burnt orange and light teal. So, but just the fact that he was so descriptive with the color, he can't say orange and blue. Yeah, what's up, yo? I was so just impressive, man. It's because so many good fathers out here that like that. So, shouts out to the one that named, shouts out to the one that didn't name. Of course, shout out to the amazing father sitting next to me. I had to give them boy their recognition, you know. I know my dog Tyrone though. Boy, he like me. He a whole lion that don't walk around roaring all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm so calm and chill. I ain't gotta introduce myself to you as a lion. I feel like if you're aware of the stuff, you should know what I am. I don't gotta do that. I don't need to show you that I can roar because I need to show you that I can exist around you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Which one more important? Which one more impressive? You see a lion reading a book, or you see a lion eating eating something? Eating something, that's what he's supposed to do.
That's what he
do. You know what I'm saying? But it's out of the ordinary to see, you know what I'm saying? So Tyrone like that, and my dog just been here for me the whole way through. Much respect, Tyrone Gaston. You my brother's forever.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, listen, I gotta get numbers from you, boy. Because I love to sit down and talk. You know, this is what I'm about. Yeah. Because I'm just of the belief that, man, Dad can't be talking about me. You know, like, yeah, I mean, I created a little platform or whatever, but man, I'm like, every time I sit down with somebody, bro, I'm learning so much, bro, and it's like, I'm getting this, like, I need this, like, yeah, I'm away from my wife and my kids for these couple hours, boy, if they don't know how much I need this right here, what we got, I need this, bro, like, I need this, like, weekly, I need this type of stuff, because this is my time where I can, like, it ain't about me, like, man, I'm trying to I want this man to come on. I want him to talk about what he got going on. And I want to give this man his praise because, like, I feel like we just don't do it enough. We don't do it enough, bro.
And see, that to me, bro, that's the signs of a real man, dog. You know, I feel like real men boost other men. We build them up, we don't tear them down.
Straight
up. You see what I'm saying? A real man understands that you winning doesn't mean I'm losing.
Straight.
You see what I'm saying? Even furthermore, me as a black man, right? I feel a sense of obligation to you as my brother. You know what I'm saying? Just because we didn't come out the same womb, we share the same struggle by the color of our skin. So I hold a moral duty to you. It's my reasonable whole duty to aid and assist you in any way that I can. That's just what I stand on. You don't have to stand on that. I do this because of who I am, not because of who you are. You see what I'm saying? So that's my own personal code. So I feel like, bro, I should want to see you win, you know, and we just got to do a better job of supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? Stop, like, so many people be ready to, like, uplift your first failure, your first public failure, your first public embarrassing thing, and they know about you, anything happening, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ready to put it out there, you know what I'm saying? But they won't share that you started a business. They won't, you know, I don't know, man, but we got to support each other more. Straight up. And I'll go first. I'll start first. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure y'all follow suit.
Straight up. That's real, man. Y'all listen, man. This right here been everything that I thought it was gonna be. Definitely appreciate you coming through, my boy, man. This was lovely for me, bro. Like this what it's about, you know. And I'm thankful for you, bro. Like, I'm thankful for everything that you've given me today. You know, I'm happy, just like joyful to know that you made it through that storm that you was in, bro. Real talk, bro. And you stood up in that paint, bro. Like I told you off camera, a lot of men faint in situations like that, bro. Like literally faint.
Up, bro.
You know, and you stood up. You know, kept being who you were, bro. Like you ain't have to change for nobody. You ain't have to, bro. You just kept it real, and that it's like seeing that for me. I'm like, man, and I always say this, you know, like for me, I know I be having little stuff going on, but I'm like, man, shoot. When I talk to people like you, I'm like, dog, this man going through stuff that I can't even imagine how this man feeling and what he's going through. So it's like, and it helped keep me humble because I'm like, you know I'm in a position that a lot of men would take in an instant, you know, to be where I am, you know, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm just thankful, brother. Like, know that you continuing to stand up. Like, you an encouragement to me, bro. Real talk. So for all my listeners out there, man, I pray that, man, y'all would take what this man, everything this man said into consideration. You ain't got to live his life. You can't live his life. Live your own life, you know. But if you don't take nothing else from this, you know, if you're a father out there, man, be involved in the lives of your children. Day by day, they need you. You are important. You are loved. You are all that. Like your kids need you. Your family needs you. If you married, love your wife, man.
Sure.
Like, be faithful to your wife. Real talk. Like, because your wife needs you. You know, if you engage, you thinking about getting whatever, you got a woman in your corner, man, love that woman, man. Appreciate that woman. And don't just say that. Words just sometimes just be words, man, you know. Sometimes it's the action. Well, most of the time it's actions, man. It's actions over words, you know. So show your children that you love them. Show your women that you love them. You know, I think we got to really do a better job at that. Like, really lifting our women up, you know, out here in the community. And they ain't just hoes and bitches. Like, I think we do that too much, and we treat our women like that. But these women out here valuable, man. Yeah. Real talk.
Hey, bro, I'm be real though, right? I'm be real though. If you could start with yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? Become the man of a man. When you a whole man though, you'd be surprised how a female like level up around you. You know what I'm saying? It's like automatic understanding what she know, like, I can't be this way around this man. You know what I'm saying? So either she won't mess with you, or she gonna try her best to make both of her feet her best feet forward. You know what I'm saying? So like, but it is important though for us to, like, you know what I'm saying, be better for each other. You know what I'm saying? But self-help is the best help. You know what I'm saying? The better you are, the better you can be for the others who depend on you. So, you know what I'm saying? It sounds selfish or whatever. Make sure you're straight. Make sure you're straight, and more than just your pockets. You know what I'm saying? Because if your pocket's straight but your mind not,
real.
I don't say it's gonna mess up. Your grind only as strong as your mind is. You know what I'm saying? So like, keep your mind straight, keep your heart straight, operate and create out of a place of peace, and not you know, dire need or necessity or negativity or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Start creating out of peace. I'm telling you, the picture look better when you paint it with peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. Last thing I'm gonna say, man, for all the women out there, man, if you got a man that wanna be in the life of his children, and he's making that effort, I beg you, please, yeah, do it for your children.
Let that hurt go.
Let that hurt go, please, because you ain't just hurting. You ain't hurting that man. You hurting your children. Yeah. You can't hurt that man too, because that man gonna be hurt by that. Let that man do what he need to do. Y'all ain't got to be together. Y'all ain't got to have the most perfect relationship in the world. Work together, man. Be cordial. You know, it's gonna help everybody involved. Yes, you know, Lord. So yes, that's all I want to say. You know, I ain't saying too much more. You know, I ain't got to beat y'all over the head about it. All I'm saying is I know a lot of brothers right now that I talk with, and man, I done seen brothers break down about that type of stuff, man. So, you know, and I be hating to see my brothers in that position like that. So, yeah, if you got a baby daddy that you might feel however you feel about him. Man, if that man want to see his children, just please. That's all I'm asking. Just please give him the opportunity. You know, if he's making the effort, you know, just let him have the opportunity to see his children and you know, love on his children and give them what they need, you know, from their father. So That's all I want to say on that. I ain't gonna go too much more on that. But man, listen. This has been Dad Can We Talk episode 43. Man, y'all better believe we got so much more coming. You know, I got so much more planned, man. So I'm gonna be off for a couple of weeks. I got some stuff in the work, man. My wife's birthday coming up next, like a week and a half. So I'm finna spend some time with Bae and the babies in the next few weeks, man. I gotta take a little time off, man. You know, for some self love, some self help, and make sure my mind stay right. You know, I gotta go on a quick little sabbatical, make sure the family's straight, man, and make sure my wife stay happy. And then next month, hopefully at the end of next month, I'm trying to plan a big round table between some community leaders. I want to try to get together some community leaders where we can come together and really just talk, man. Dad, can we talk? That's what we about, man. So y'all stay tuned. So this episode is gonna be a little gap in between this one and the next one, but y'all just know I'm taking care of myself. I need that. So y'all continue to be praying for me, man. Pray for my brother, you know, as we praying for all of our other brothers, man. So, hey, man, we love y'all. We thank y'all. We appreciate the support. And y'all continue to stay up, man. It's Dad, Can We Talk? We out.